Hello and welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we will be setting up our development environment in a Mac OS. If you're a Windows user or a Linux user, you can skip this lecture. I have created separate lectures demonstrating installation for Linux as well as Windows, and you can watch whichever is appropriate for you. Now, throughout this course, we will be needing Python 3 as well as a text editor. Now you can use any text editor of your choice. You could even use the basic text editor that comes with your Mac, but I personally prefer the interface of the text editor by name Atom, and in this lecture I will be demonstrating how to install Atom as well. So let's start by opening our browser. The one which I use is Google Chrome, and head to python.org. Now head to the download section and click on whichever version of Python 3 is available. At the time of recording this video, the version available is Python 3.6.1. Go ahead, download it, and once it is downloaded, click on the installation package. Over here you can feel free to read through all the license agreements, but I'm just going to hit continue and click on agree. And if you would like to, you can change your installation directory, but I'm just going to install it in the default directory, and just enter your admin password when it prompts you to, and click on install software. So this might take some time. I'll edit the video here and I'll get back to you when it is done. Alright, so now that our installation has been completed, let's just close this window, and you have an option to move your installation package to trash. I'm moving it to trash since I no longer need it. And then let's just verify if Python has been installed. So what we will be using throughout this course to learn the concepts is Python's idle environment. So in order to check if that has been installed, hit a command space on your Mac and enter IDLE and hit enter. So if this opens up fine, it means Python has been installed in your computer without any problem. Yes, it does open, and we are good to go with Python. So next what we need is a text editor. As I told before, I will be installing Atom in my system. You're free to choose whichever text editor you prefer. So let's once again open our web browser, and this time enter atom.io. And here head over to the download for Mac option, and once your download has been completed, you will have an option to extract it. I'm editing this video here. I'll get back to you when the download is done. Great, our download has now been completed. Go ahead and click on the downloaded file. Now that should extract your Atom package and should give you a executable file. Now double click it, and that should open the Atom editor for you. So click on open. Great, so that opened the Atom editor for us. Now that we have Python and the text editor installed, let's go ahead and write your first Python program. Now by convention, the first program that you write in any programming language happens to be the Hello World program. So let's write that on our Atom editor. So first, save this file as a Python file. To do that, click on File, head over to Save, and then enter any file name of your choice. I'm just naming it as Hello World. Just make sure that you're ending it with a .py as the file extension to identify it as a Python file. Now, in order to write a Hello World program, which is to print the string Hello World on the monitor of your screen, you need a function in Python called the print function. So enter print and then open parenthesis and enter double quotes or single quotes and type in Hello World. Now all of these are concepts which we will be dealing later on, strings, functions, and all of it we will be dealing in a lot more detail. But for now, for your first program to be functioning right, just type this into your text editor and save this file. Now to execute your Python program, open your terminal. I do that by hitting a command space and then entering terminal. So that opens up the terminal for you, and now what you need to do is enter Python 3 space the path to your file name, which is, I have saved my file on desktop, so it will be desktop / your file name, which is helloworld.py, and that gives you the output hello world. Now there are multiple ways to execute a Python program. We will be using two ways in this course. One is through the text editor, which you will be using once you reach the section of conditional statements, where you'll start writing your programs in Python. But until then, where you will be executing your Python code will be in the idle environment of Python. So let's execute the hello world in our idle environment. So command space and enter idle. That opens up the idle environment for you. And here what you do is write the string print hello world and just hit enter, and that should print the string hello world for you. So now you know why we use idle. It's because practicing concepts becomes much more easier. You don't have to go through that pain of saving a file and executing it each and every time. So that's the end of this lecture. You now have your development environment on your Mac ready, and you have written your first Python program. The next section is on variables and data types, and from there we will get started with the concepts in Python. I'll see you there. Thank you.